Welcome back to the Wasteland. This video is a part of my KCON 22 LA prep. It's my first time going to KCON LA and I'm really excited. But there are about 17 groups that are going, and many of them, I have no idea who they are. So, to help familiarize myself with them, I'm going to be watching guides, their debut MV, their most recent MV, and their most viewed MV. This way, I'll have a better understanding of who they are and what they're all about, so that when I go to the concert, I'll be able to cheer all of them on. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It greatly helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. Now, on to the reaction. This is a reaction to Enhypen Give and Taken. I believe from the guide that this is their debut MV. I'm super excited because I love the guide, I love the guys, and I'm excited to see what they have in store. From the title Give and Taken, I have two different thoughts. Am I being taken advantage of? Do I give too much? Are people taking advantage of me? And then the second thought is that it's me that needs to do the taking, or am I waiting to be given something? But I'm excited, so let's get this reaction to Enhypen Give and Taken started. Ooh. Okay, strong imagery with the nosebleed. This was a sound I was not expecting. The vocals. These lyrics were talking about the light shining. It burns us and it blinds us. When you think of light, you think of something good, but this light is burning and blinding. So could it be that maybe we're doing something that is considered to be good light, but it is having adverse effects on us? And then we realize that this is not good for us, and so we're gonna go do what we want and follow our dreams. These guys have an intense stare, and I'm loving it. And they're talking about wandering into the woods. We're diving into the red sun. The woods of questions. We followed the light in the dark. So we're going to unknown territory to experience or to search for our dreams. These guys have such intense stares. Okay, choreo. There's so much going on and I'm loving all of it. So what I'm getting from this is we have, fate and blood. And are we accepting our fate, or are we trying to beat fate? They talk about the arrows of fate raining down on us, and so we're trying to avoid these arrows to reach our dream. We're talking about this thin line, calling us the boundaries. So maybe these are like the boundaries within us that we are trying to cross. Maybe it's our own fears, or we think that life is supposed to go a certain way, but we need to overcome that in order to progress and to get to the destination, which is our dream. And I don't have all the members down right away, but whoever is doing this is amazing. They're trying to escape the chains that are on them, given or taken. Am I going to wait for someone to give me my dream, or am I going to take it for myself? I think that's the direction that this is going. Is that Nikki? Hey, Dance Kings. Red eyes, white fangs makes me think of a wolf. I'm gonna be ferocious and savage in getting what I need. Red eyes could also be passion and determination in getting there. They also talk about stepping to the sky and flipping over the world. So, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get to that dream. I'll change the world, I'll change my world, I'll change my surroundings, I'll step into the sky, meaning to me means, I'm gonna fly. It might seem impossible, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anything I can to get out of here. I'm gonna take my dream. I love that burning hand. This choreo is amazing. There's so much. I'm trying to pay attention to everything. I know I'm missing things. We're taking a pill here. Does that represent either the pill is to help us get through what we're experiencing, or the pill is, I don't know, I think of the Matrix for some reason. We're trying to get out of the fake world, have our eyes open kind of thing. And we're not going to stop till we reach the new world. So we're leaving the current state that we're in, which is the old world, if we're trying to get to the new world where our dream is. And he's awake here. We're leaving behind all of our doubts, all of our fears, to try and to answer our own question of life. And he's flying here. He stepped into the sky, right? And he's free from the chains. Wow. This room, it looks like a nursery, right? We have all these toys here. It's kind of a mess. And you have, I forgot their names, but you have the two of them sitting down. And it feels like one of them's the protagonist and the other one's the antagonist. And he's reaching over. And it looks like he's going to bite his neck, right? Or something. And then the windows crack. And so maybe it's like he feels like he's confined from his past, right? His childhood. And he's trying to break free. And maybe that's why the windows crack. Oh my gosh, I'm having so many different thoughts. And then with the bloody nose in the beginning, maybe it's like we have to put in, there might be blood, sweat, and tears along the way. We have to put in everything into this if we want to reach the destination, the goal, the dream. These guys are fierce with their facial expressions. Oh, I love that move. The very end of this. Oh, we're talking about blood here. We're talking about what they say, blood dripping down, red blood on the crown. Blood, sweat, and tears and everything. Oh, is it instead of wolf, is it vampire? Wow. Sensory overload. And they are kind of dressed more, I guess, in, what could be considered vampire attire. Although the ruffled shirts could also be pirate attire, but I think it's more with the red eyes and fangs. I'm now thinking more towards the vampire because they showed the bats earlier. And there with him, he's kind of withering away. This scene. So he's looking up at something, the structure, and he's withering away. He was the one who had the bloody nose. And so is this representative of, because we have black and white feathers, and so the darkness and the light that's within us. And so is he looking up towards the lighted structure that maybe was once his dream, and this is him fading away because he wasn't able to reach it? Man, the stares, the facial expressions. Oh wow, what is this? Gives like the haunted, kind of spooky vibe, like yesteryear, horror movie-ish. Oh, there's the Fang. So that was my reaction to Enhypen Given Taken. And towards the end of the MV, I realized that the red eyes and the fangs and the bats was more vampire, and at the end we saw the fangs. Thinking back about the lyrics before, it makes more sense about why you're burning in the sun, because vampires can't be in the sun. And then the image of the one member who kind of disintegrated in the sun as he was looking up because he couldn't exist in the sun. And so kind of looking at it from the aspect that they're vampires, it kind of changes my perspective on this. There was the fate. The fate is, they can't be in the sun, they can't be in the light, but they want to be in the light. They're stuck in the darkness as vampires. There's the scene with the child when he bites his neck, so he becomes a vampire, child of the night, which gives you an eternal life, but at the cost of not being able to be in the light ever. And so they're longing for the light. They're longing to overcome their fate, maybe to break the curse of being a vampire. In the video, the metaphor I still feel is like you trying to reach your goal, your dream, getting out of the monotony or changing your own world. Like, my mind is blown by the whole vampire thing. I don't know why it took me so long to get it. I mean, they were burning in the sun. They talked about red eyes and fangs. It wasn't until the bats that showed up that I finally understood. I really like this MV. I know there's stuff that I'm missing, but let me know what you thought in the comments. I really enjoyed this a lot. And thank you for watching my reaction to Enhypen Given Taken. Take care. We'll see you next time.